So maybe speaking of art, can you talk a little bit about what your personal art practice involves? You're an illustrator, but I know that you do a lot of other things as well.
I sure do, yeah. I went to Sheridan College in Oakville for illustration. I've known ever since I was very young that I wanted to make art and be a storyteller. For a while I thought I might want to be a writer or a filmmaker, but my real expertise and my real passion is in drawing and painting. And so what I do is I use both methods of drawing and painting to make multimedia illustrations. For a while I was trying to promote myself as an editorial illustrator in this commercial market, but as I've worked for Akin and been exposed to all kinds of different artists and art practices, I've been creating and selling merchandise. I self-publish books and zines. I've self-published a children's book, and I have a comic book project that I'm working on self-publishing right now. It's been delayed because of this move, but thank you. Yeah, so I had this great, exciting comic I was working on, and I had a lot of momentum going for that. And when we got the eviction notice, it pretty much just stopped. I had like a artist block for a little while where I just couldn't really do anything until we had sorted this problem out. Yeah. And now that we know where we're moving, and now that I know that my studio is packed up and I know where I'm going and I know what the future is kind of going to look like, that's starting to come back, and I'm finally able to actually start working on my own art again.
So as a result of feeling a little bit like just a little bit of stability, it just kind of makes things that much more open, even just your own personal work. Right?
Yeah, it's really amazing. And it was amazing for me how hard it was to work for a while there, because I was stressed and I was anxious. I was worried about everyone, including myself. And so, yeah, it feels good to be able to work again. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on the comic, but I also am interested in working on more things in my community. So like live drawing at events, or drawing large-scale drawings for public work or temporary public works. Like I've really enjoyed drawing with the chalk markers on glass for window displays and that kind of thing. I'm hoping to do more work in the community that way, with local business owners, with other local groups. And then I also, largely in part thanks to Akin, but also it's something I've always done my whole life, is be involved with arts programming. So putting on workshops, networking, Skillshare events, just finding ways to meet other artists, to connect with other artists, to share skills and build skills with other artists. But my expertise is in zines. So zine is a self-published magazine or booklet or pamphlet, or like zines have really evolved now. But I've been teaching zine workshops and publishing my own zines for 15 years or more, and it's a big passion of mine.
Yeah.
So that's also something I'm hoping to revive a bit more when I move to my new studio at King and Spadina, because I haven't actually produced a zine since 2016. Which doesn't seem like a long way away, but when you think about it, it's like, oh, that's 2 years now that I haven't actually self-published anything. So I'm excited for my new comic and for my future zines projects that I'm going to make. But I am still a commercial illustrator and a live drawer and all those other things.
These are pretty major themes in artists' lives, right? Like that everybody has to kind of be a master of so many things.
It is an interesting thing.
It's a juggling kind of act.
Yeah, and that's something I enjoyed too, is being a part of Akin, because getting to know the other artists and getting involved with other arts organizations provides a lot of opportunity and makes me aware of all of the things that I might not have thought about, because I was trained in a very specific way in school to be a very certain type of illustration professional, and I'm finding other ways to use my business skills and my drawing and painting skills, my digital skills, to connect in all kinds of other ways through art, and that's a really nice thing for me.
Yeah, and that's a huge benefit of Akin as well, and having that kind of built-in community where you are exposed to other people and ideas, and
it's the best.
and you have people who want to get involved and do things,
and
right?
who get excited.
Exactly.
Like even today, I was having conversations with people about plans for future gatherings and workshops and networking events, and anytime you're in the studio and you get together with 1 or 2 or 3 people, and other people walk by and join you, and we have these incredible conversations, and we're learning about each other as people, but also as artists. And we're, now if I need printing or need a photographer or need someone to document my artwork, I know who to go to. Like, I'm going to go to my studio mates. If I want to buy jewelry or ceramics, I know where to go. I'm going to my studio mates. Like, we have so many people. There's like almost 300 members in a kin now across all the buildings. There's something for everyone there, and everyone's really willing and excited to be a part of each other's lives and our practices that way.
Yeah, absolutely.